summer to last forever as well. But today we're going to be talking about 5 tips to help you save money as you head back to school. Let's get started. Tip number 1, buy high quality and reuse. What do I mean by that? Spend a little more money on the onset. I know it doesn't seem like you're going to save money, but then high quality items tend to last a really long time. Take, for example, I bought my oldest son's backpack when he went to preschool. 11 years later, my youngest son is still using the backpack. I thought this would be the year that we need to buy a new backpack, but I washed it up and it looks like new again. So another year it is. That brings me to my next point. Did you know you could wash backpacks? You can wash lunch boxes and shoes as well. Go ahead and treat them with a stain spotter treater. Put them in your washing machine on the gentle cycle. I like to put them in maybe with some towels and things so they don't bounce around as much. For shoes, you either want to take the laces out or double knot them and then put them in the gentle cycle, let them wash, and then take them out and let them air dry. I hang up the backpacks on a hanger. I put the shoes out in the sun to dry, and oftentimes your shoes and your backpacks look brand new, which means you don't need to purchase a new backpack. For some reason, so many of us have gotten in our head that every year our kids need a new backpack, and that's simply not the case. And let me remind you, if you do have an extra backpack, ask your school. There might be a student that needs a backpack that you could donate to the school along with some school supplies. So go ahead and buy high quality backpacks and lunch boxes and reuse them and hand them down. On that note, you can also buy neutral clothing like snow pants, snow boots, and other gear that kids can pass down from year to year. Things like navy blue, black, and gray don't show a lot of dirt and can weather lots of different kids. So I like to buy neutral of snow pants, snow boots, and things so that I can hand them down for kid after kid. And even when my kids are done with it, I can hand it on to my nieces and nephews as well. One more tip when it comes to buying backpacks and lunchboxes, skip the monograms and personalization. I know it's really cute, but for safety reasons, it's better that strangers don't know your kids' names or their monograms, and it makes it less likely that you'll be able to hand it down because it's hard to get the monogram and the personalization out. So instead of doing that, you could consider letting your kids personalize their backpacks with different keychains or press on stickers and patches if they'd like, but forego the monogram and personalization in favor of keeping it simple and being able to pass it on. Most likely your school district has already published their school supply list, so head to the website and print it off. And then tip number 2, take inventory of what you already have on hand before you go to the store. Oftentimes, we buy things that we already have on hand where we could be saving some money. Last year, your kids brought their backpacks home. You probably assembled some things that they didn't use in the classroom, with that's dry erase markers, pencil boxes, leftover markers, and sharpened colored pencils. You can take those things, reuse them for this year, and save yourself some money. You can cross those items off the list and make a list of things you actually need based on what you already have on hand. When it comes to clothes, sometimes our kids haven't grown as much, or they're going to go through a growth spurt before wintertime, so it doesn't make sense to buy winter clothes now. Their summer wardrobe is still pretty good condition. You might just need to add a few things or get a first day of school outfit, but that can really also help you save a lot of money. So take inventory of what you have and make a list accordingly, and then prepare to shop. We spend way less money when we stick to a list. Just like at the grocery store, it works for school supplies as well. Did you know most states offer a sales tax holiday before the beginning of the school year? I know in the state of Iowa, it's always the first weekend in August, and they will take away the sales tax on things they normally tax. Things like clothing and school supplies, those things will not be taxed that weekend, which can save you anywhere between 5 and 10% based on what your sales tax is in your area. So it's worth Googling and seeing when the sales tax holiday is in your neighborhood so that you can take advantage. The next tip is to think beyond big box stores. Many of us go to places like Target and Walmart, maybe even Staples or OfficeMax to get our office supplies, our school supplies. But I want you to think about places like the dollar store, discount stores like TJ Maxx and Marshalls, thrift stores, consignment stores, and even yard sales. Last year, I was in a thrift store for something completely different, and a pair of name brand football cleats caught my eye for my son. They were his size, $6, and they were in nearly perfect condition. I picked them up. Our kids barely use the items before they grow out of them, so it's a great place to look, especially if you have your list when you're stopping in places like thrift stores or consignment stores. Another tip to save some money is actually to take items you no longer need to consignment stores. You can make a little money that then you can spend on items for the upcoming school year. Last but not least, can I just give you a piece of wisdom? Take it from me. I learned the hard way. Don't wait until the last minute. Last year, we waited too long to go back to school shopping and get some new shoes. And guess what? I had a really hard time finding my kids' shoes. We ultimately went to many different stores, spent more money than necessary because I couldn't find what I wanted. And every store you walk into, I swear, something else pops in your cart. So go early. The stores are already fully stocked right now. People aren't thinking about back to school shopping, which means you have the aisles to yourself. It'll be less overwhelming. You'll have less stops to make, and everything can go in the backpack. Put it in the backpack, in your pantry, or in a closet until August, and know that that's taken care of, and you can enjoy the rest of the summer. I hope these back to school tips were helpful to you. There's a few more on our website, so make sure to check the link below. And if you like this content, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and the bell in the corner so you're notified whenever the next video drops. Until next time, keep on keeping on with a simple, purposeful life. I'm Erin Port with Simple